Could a single manuscript alter centuries of belief? When an ancient Bible was reportedly discovered in Turkey, whispers of a hidden narrative about Jesus began to swirl. Some claim its pages hold revelations so alarming they could redefine the core of Christianity, shaking the very foundations of what billions hold dear. Others dismiss it as an elaborate fake, a tantalizing hoax designed to stir controversy. Yet curiosity lingers. What secrets lie within brittle parchment and fading ink? In this video, we will delve deep into extraordinary allegations, accounts of censored truths, incendiary verses, and a story that challenges everything we once accepted. Prepare for unexpected twists, jaw-dropping claims, and deep intrigue as we journey into a narrative that might just upend centuries of established doctrine. Local legend has it that a weathered volume surfaced when artifact smugglers tried sneaking precious relics out of Turkey. As authorities intercepted the smuggling ring, among the confiscated items was a trove of antiquities, the most curious of which was a manuscript written in ancient Syriac and Aramaic. Researchers were immediately struck by its unusual script and the possibility that it could predate known biblical texts. Rumors spread that its fragile pages contained passages starkly different from any mainstream gospel, hinting at a version of Jesus' life shrouded in secrecy. Speculation quickly turned to excitement and fear as whispers of a forbidden Bible emerged. According to some insiders, this text could expose details the Church had guarded for centuries, secrets that threatened to rewrite Christian history. The manuscript wasn't just another dusty relic. It was shrouded in mystery, with features and annotations that suggested someone had gone to great lengths to hide its true significance. Skeptics argue it's simply a medieval fraud, created to intrigue collectors or even mislead modern scholars. Yet believers and conspiracy theorists alike find it too provocative to ignore. A single cryptic claim, scrawled in faded ink, set the tone. This account might overturn the long-accepted narrative of how Christianity began. This potential upheaval sent shockwaves through academic and religious circles, stirring a mix of fear, hope, and relentless curiosity. Soon after the discovery, word spread quickly that powerful institutions might be involved in an elaborate cover-up. There were whispers that church authorities had either dismissed the manuscript outright or actively sought to bury it to prevent its radical ideas from spreading. Conspiracy-minded observers insisted that behind-the-scenes maneuvers were underway, with officials and religious leaders anxious to control the narrative. Some even claimed there were secret negotiations between Turkish authorities and Vatican representatives, each side with its own agenda for handling the text. These rumors fed into a media frenzy. Tabloid headlines screamed of hidden conspiracies, while online forums buzzed with debates about who truly controlled the destiny of this Bible. Was it a priceless artifact that could undermine centuries of orthodoxy, or just another overhyped discovery destined to fade into obscurity? Adding to the intrigue, certain passages reportedly mirrored narratives found in the Gospel of Barnabas, a work long dismissed by mainstream Christianity as apocryphal. Although not universally accepted, the mere association with such a notorious text amplified the stakes. Conflicting expert opinions emerged. Some heralded the manuscript as a genuine relic with the power to change our understanding of Jesus, while others branded it an elaborate forgery. The swirling controversies only deepened the mystery, creating a vortex of speculation, fear, and allure that kept both scholars and the public riveted to this unfolding saga. Beneath layers of dust and secrecy, the manuscript reportedly challenges the core event that shaped Christian faith, the crucifixion of Jesus. Some early translations hint at a startling possibility that Jesus was never truly crucified. Instead, these lines suggest a twist to the well-known story. Perhaps someone else, a disciple like Judas, was substituted in Jesus' place. This radical idea ignites fierce debates among theologians, historians, and believers, threatening to unravel the theological premise of atonement, redemption, and resurrection that has been central to Christianity for millennia. Furthermore, the text appears to present Jesus not as divine incarnate, but as a wise prophet, a mere messenger of God rather than the Son of God. Such assertions mirror certain alternative narratives that exist on the fringes of Christian thought. and align more closely with Islamic teachings. The manuscript may even contain passages that resonate with apocryphal gospels, long shrouded in debate and controversy. The possibility that one ancient book could simultaneously refute foundational doctrines while supporting a radically different view of Jesus makes it even more sensational. Critics argue that these ideas are recycled from older heresies, while advocates insist that they shed light on truths long suppressed by institutional powers. The conflict between what has been accepted for centuries and what this manuscript suggests creates an electrifying tension, drawing viewers deeper into the enigma and prompting urgent questions. What if everything we knew was based on a mistaken narrative? Although official statements regarding the manuscript are scarce, history offers a blueprint for how religious institutions might react to such a discovery. From the earliest days of Christianity, church councils meticulously debated which texts were divinely inspired and which were not, often banning those that deviated from orthodox teachings. Whispered accounts suggest that similar caution might now apply to this newfound Bible, given its potential to undermine established beliefs. If authenticated, this manuscript would force a reckoning with doctrines that have shaped faith and culture for thousands of years. Historically, unorthodox scrolls were often condemned, burned, or hidden away, ensuring they would not splinter the unity of the early church or confuse the faithful. Some speculate that modern church authorities are quietly reviewing the document, behind closed doors, weighing the possible consequences of its public acknowledgement. The mere suggestion that the church might suppress or downplay the importance of this text magnifies its allure. Was there a concerted effort in past centuries to hide such writings from the public? Does this silence imply a tacit admission of the text's validity? Critics assert that the Church's reluctance to fully engage with new discoveries often stems from a desire to preserve a singular, unified narrative. Yet defenders claim that such caution is necessary, respecting the rigorous processes that safeguard historical and theological accuracy. The tension between institutional preservation and the thirst for new revelations remains palpable, and the world watches with bated breath for any sign of the Church's next move. In modern times, Turkey has emerged as a crucible of archaeological wonders and disputed relics. Yet when it comes to the manuscript in question, Turkish officials have adopted an unusually guarded stance. Access to the text has been restricted, and external scholars find themselves barred from studying it in detail. Why such secrecy? Some analysts believe that the government fears fueling religious or political tensions. A radical reinterpretation of Jesus' story could spark controversy, not just within Christian circles, but across global interfaith dialogues, potentially destabilizing delicate balances. Others speculate that Turkey might be protecting a national treasure, one with immense cultural and monetary value. The manuscript's uniqueness and potential authenticity could place it among the most valuable artifacts in the world, prompting concerns about theft, black market trafficking, or international disputes over its ownership. Political maneuvering might also be at play. By controlling the narrative around this discovery, Turkish authorities can leverage it for diplomatic or economic gain. Additionally, there are worries about how open examination could lead to misinterpretation, misuse, or even religious conflict if controversial passages are publicized without proper context. This veil of secrecy only intensifies public fascination, as each closed door implies hidden knowledge. As tensions mount between transparency and protection, the world remains captivated by the possibility that behind that locked vault of ancient wisdom lies a story poised to challenge our understanding of faith, history, and power. In hushed tones and whispered discussions among scholars, certain lines attributed to the manuscript stand out as particularly unsettling. Some experts claim the text contains a startling reinterpretation of the events leading up to the crucifixion. According to these claims, rather than Jesus being the one destined to bear humanity's sins on the cross, the true sacrificial figure might have been someone else entirely. The idea that Judas, often vilified as the betrayer, could have played a more central sacrificial role is both shocking and deeply unsettling to those who hold traditional beliefs. It suggests a cosmic trick, a divine plan so complex that it diverted the course of history. Imagine learning that the man who has been the subject of endless sermons, art, and tradition was not the one who fulfilled the ultimate prophecy. Instead, someone else took his place, bearing a burden that was never meant for him. Such a revelation would not only rewrite centuries of theological discourse, but also send ripples of fear and awe through the faithful. It challenges the narrative that has provided comfort and hope for generations, suggesting that even the most sacred events may be based on a profound misunderstanding or intentional deception. These unsettling claims have sparked debates, with some scholars theorizing that the manuscript might imply an entirely different purpose for Jesus' life, one where his role as a prophet was emphasized over his perceived divinity, and where key moments were orchestrated by unseen forces. The potential for fear arises not just from contradicting beloved traditions, but from the realization that our deepest held convictions might rest on a fragile and possibly falsified foundation. The implications of this controversial manuscript, if proven authentic, stretch far beyond academia. In the modern world, such a revelation could transform interfaith relations and spark new dialogues between Christianity, Islam, and other faiths. For instance, by presenting Jesus unequivocally as a prophet rather than the divine Son of God, the text aligns more closely with Islamic teachings, which venerate Jesus as a significant prophet while rejecting the notion of his divinity. This common ground might pave the way for deeper understanding and cooperation between Muslim and Christian communities, breaking down historical barriers of suspicion and conflict. On another front, the manuscript challenges not only theological dogma but also the very institutions that have held sway over religious narratives. If this book's claims gain traction, it might prompt religious leaders to re-examine long-standing teachings, sparking debates that reverberate across seminaries, churches, and academic halls worldwide. Denominations might face internal conflicts as believers grapple with questions of faith and authenticity. Some could welcome the new perspective, seeing it as a more human and relatable portrayal of Jesus, while others might find the upheaval too threatening to their identity. Academic circles would be abuzz with research, conferences, and published works revisiting early Christian history, the formation of the canon, and the interplay between different faiths. The potential global impact is immense. Millions might question the foundations of their beliefs. Scholars could unlock new lines of inquiry, and governments may find themselves navigating complex diplomatic terrain as religious narratives shift. Amid this transformative potential, the manuscript serves as a powerful reminder of how a single discovery can ripple through society, challenging established boundaries and inviting us to rethink what we thought we knew about our shared history. Throughout history, powerful forces have decided which documents deserve official recognition and which should be cast aside. This alleged Bible highlights a sobering truth. Our collective story might be shaped more by what was preserved than by what truly happened. Alternative accounts, like the one hinted at in this manuscript, often hide in the shadows, waiting for the moment when the world is ready to confront them. Could there be other forbidden works locked away in vaults, private collections, or undisclosed archives waiting to challenge the official narrative? The possibility of hidden chapters of history invites us to question the finality of our understanding and to explore the margins where official records fade. These lost or suppressed texts can alter our understanding of major world religions dramatically. They remind us that history is not static. It is shaped by those who decide what to record and what to erase. The manuscript's potential to recast Jesus' identity and mission demonstrates just how fragile official narratives can be. For centuries, certain stories were elevated while others were silenced, creating a cohesive yet incomplete picture of the past. Before we reveal our final thoughts, take a moment to support this channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment sharing your perspective on this controversial discovery. If you truly value what we do and want to help us continue, consider sending a super thanks. Join this community of curious minds as we explore more of these remarkable finds. Because if one hidden manuscript can spark such intense debate, Imagine what else may still lie undiscovered, simply waiting to be read. This journey into the unknown encourages us to remain inquisitive, to challenge established truths, and to seek out the stories that history might have tried to bury. Each piece of forbidden knowledge is a reminder that the quest for truth is never ending, and that sometimes the most profound discoveries come from asking difficult questions about our past. No matter which side of the debate you land on, the mere suggestion that a centuries-old text could rewrite the story of Jesus underscores how much remains unknown about our spiritual heritage. Rumors of church interventions, clandestine negotiations, and suppressed knowledge show that even in our information-rich age, some details remain elusive. Maybe this manuscript holds world-altering revelations, or maybe it's just another apocryphal curiosity. Either way, it stirs us to question how our beliefs are shaped and who decides which truths we hear. By peering into the margins of history, we remind ourselves that knowledge is rarely final, and the journey to discover it is far from over. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay inquisitive.